3 tips for bands before they enter the studio. There's many things you can do in advance to help prepare you for your recording sessions. One of the first ones is to have really clear references in mind. What is a reference? A reference is, I guess, an end goal you can think of as an artist. That might be a sonic characteristic you're after with a drum tone or a vocal tone, guitar tones, might be an overall vibe and energy of the track that you're just trying to capture. But having a clear reference before you hit the studio helps the engineer and producer also know what direction you're going with. So that's the first one. The second one would be to know the song and your parts well. Know your lyrics, know your strumming pattern, know your kick and bass grooves, know that the bass is locking into both the guitars and the drums well as well. If you're prepared with that stuff, it gives you more time in the studio to refine your tones and really hone into the nitty-gritty part. So knowing that is going to save you a lot of time as well in the studio. The third point, and what I think is the most important point, is quality over quantity. What I mean for that, especially with newer and emerging bands I'm mainly talking about here, when you are looking at getting in the studio, think of putting your best song or two forward and putting everything into that. New bands should not really be going in recording 10-track EPs. They haven't built up the following for it yet, and they're not going to get much return for their time and investment on that. Instead, write 10, 20 songs, pick the best song or two, and put that forward and put all your energy into getting that done right. When you're a new band, there is a lot of excitement and hype that can come around with the next big thing which everyone's looking for. So you have a brief window in the early stages of your career to really go for that. So I think that one is one of the very most important things to remember for newer bands before they enter the studio.